are back for our championship match, which will feature the number 4 seed of Frank Moran and Kevin Harity against our number 1 seed of Joe Purdom and Steve Hawes. This game also will not feature any handicap for either team, so they will be basically bowling heads against head. No handicap lift during this match. To watch Joe Purdom had a hot hand during qualified, averaged 263. Him and partner Steve Haas combined for a 247 average during the 4 games that they each bowled during qualifying. Joe settling for just a 9-pin on that as the ball came up high. Watching Frank Moran has bowled 26 strikes in his first 3 matches, averaging 247. And looks like he's on his way again for a 8 or 10 strike performance. As Joe Purdom easily makes the 9-pin. And Kevin Harity starts off with a strike. Kevin averaged 225 during qualifying. Steve Hawes also comes up a little high, leaving the 4-pin. Steve is from Enola, Pennsylvania. As our conversation earlier with Steve, saying about how he made the match play portion of the 2014 USBC Masters, finishing 46th in that event. Also made very uncharacteristic for Steve, missing a 4-pin. Threw it straight, just got a little left of target. Joe Purdom came into this event with a 220 average. He's got 5 300 games. High series of 792. Joe almost beat that today in qualifying. Good shot by Joe. 5 pinned in at take out the 7, but the head pin came across, took out the 10, just leaving the 7 pin. And a half 10 for Frank. Easily converts again. Frank's shot at 7 10-pins on the left lane. And Steve Hawes comes back with a strike. Kevin Harity from Piscataway, New Jersey. That's a double. Frank Moran and Kevin Harity have a combined average in the qualifying here of 237. As Frank has just been deadly on that right lane. Another good shot by Joe. 3 pocket shots. 3 different pins in the back row. Started with a solid 9 and followed that with a 7-pin half pocket. Now a solid 10. And picks up the spare. Looks like Kevin Harity really wants to help his partner Frank Moran out in this game. For the most part, it's been Frank doing most of the work. Kevin did have 269 the second game, but other than that, it's been Frank that's been keeping the team in there. And a double up for Steve Hawes. And again, want to thank one of our featured sponsors, Local Monster. Again, Local Monster is an online marketing company that helps small businesses spend their marketing dollars wisely. They focus on helping businesses build their brands and grow. And if you want to see their $30 marketing and low-cost website design, visit localmonsteronline.com or email info@localmonsteronline.com. But now Joe has left the whole back row on his first 4 shots. I know Joe's thinking what happened to his carry that he had during qualifying where he averaged 263. Frank continues to be in the pocket as well, this time leaving a 7-pin on the left lane. Joe converts once again. Pin where the neck of the pin came over and tapped it, and that's strong enough to knock it down. It's a good shot by Kevin. And Steve Hawes is finding it after leaving a 4-pin the first frame. Now on a triple. Kevin Harity brings brings in the spare. First time Joe's missed the pocket and he paid the price. Did not extend to the right with that shot. And this is how Frank Moran started the first game, striking on the right lane but not the left. And then all of a sudden he got the left lane. Joe throwing hard and straight at that spare, hoping to knock the 4 or 7 out of the back. Taking it over to the 6 pin. Kevin Harrity gets the 10 pin to fall. Second time he's carried that shot. The head pin has come across and knocked out to 10. And Steve Hall's leaving a solid 10. Steve is the son of Ken Hawes. Ken worked for ABC East Lanes for about 5.5 years. We appreciate Ken's service. Steve also has 2 brothers, Matt and Michael, and his nephew Evan, pretty good bowler. Joe Purdom needs to get going here. He can strike out for 233 if he gets the back 7 strikes in a row. Still looking for his first strike this game. There he's got it. First difficult spares that Frank's going to have to shoot at, even though he hasn't struck as well on the left lane. He's always had single pin spares to shoot at. This is and Steve gets a 10 pin to fall. This is Frank's first time in 4 games where he is going to be shooting at anything with more than 1 pin standing. And Frank converts. Kevin Harrity started the game with a triple that left a 10 pin. Now working on a strike and goes through the nose. This time leaving the 3, 4, 6. We We saw him make the 3-4-7 in the first match. One of the reasons they were able to advance. It was a very clutch shot in the 9th frame. Mark Plush had the misfortune of leaving a solid 8-pin on his second shot in the 10th, or him and his partner Laurie Morris would have advanced. But this was a very clutch shot that Kevin had made in the first match. Comes close. Trying to hit that 3-pin as light as possible or as thin as possible to slide it over to the 4-pin. Here's the time it almost where Joe Purdom has to throw a strike here. You have to capitalize on the open by Kevin Harity. And now Frank Moran is all of a sudden struggling to find the left lane. This is a huge shot. Can get their team back in the match. Oh, Joe liked it. Joe can still go out for 233. And Frank Moran again strikes on the right lane. Steve Halls can go out for 258. Still very much in this match. And a 10-pin for Kevin Harity. Kevin Harity picks up the spare. Frank Moran still has not opened through 7 frames of 4 matches. He's the only player not to open. Joe Purdom would like to throw a strike here. He gets it. Well, Joe Purdom, who started off with solid 9, then a 7, then a solid 10, then a solid 8. Then he threw 1 bad shot with a 7 split. Now has come back with 3 straight strikes. Frank Moran, the hottest player on today's live broadcast. Not this time. Almost got to the same point in match 1 where he started figuring out the left lane. This time still has not gotten a strike on the left lane after 4 tries on that side. Steve Hawes leaving only the 4-pin. strikes on the left side. Right now, the team of Purdom and Halls are in the driver's seat. They can go out for a combined score of 470. The team of Moran and Harity can go out for a combined score of 455. Big shot here by Joe Purdom, the man who had the hot hand during qualifying, averaging 263. Gets the 4-pin to trip. So it came off Joe's hand just a little early on that shot. Fortunately, he had enough speed on it to hold. Again, there is no handicap differential in this match. Both teams are virtually bowling scratch and head-to-head. And Frank Moran has struck again. That's 5 strikes for Frank on the right lane. However, he will have to finish his 10th frame on the left, and he has not thrown a strike on the left lane this game, and it has been his tougher lane throughout his matches. Good shot by Steve Hawes. I think right now Steve's thinking convert to spare. Joe had the hot hand in qualifying. Joe's on a 4-bagger, hoping that he can carry him through this match the way he did during qualifying. Wow. Kevin Harity gets it in, gets it to cross, trips out the 610. Huge break for the team of Moran and Harity. And Steve converts easily. Joe's feeling it on that shot. Still can go out for 233. Partner Steve Hawes can go out for 226. They can have a combined score of 459. And the most Moran and Harity can get is 455. Frank's tougher lane of this game, as well as the 3 previous matches. Ooh, solid 10 for Frank. Still unable to strike on the left lane. Frank had trouble with that lane from the start, then found that lane for the next 2.5 games. But this match, unable to strike on that lane. Joe Purdom can go out for 220 if he converts to 245. Partner Steve Hawes is shooting at a 216 pace, can go out for 226. Frank Moran shooting at a 200 pace with a strike on his fill ball. Partner Kevin Harity can shoot 235, so they can have a combined score of 435. And now Frank strikes on that lane. as Frank Moran bowls a Dutch 200, striking on every shot on the right lane. Frames 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and sparing every shot on the left lane except for his fill shot. Steve Hawes with a strike here and a good count in the 10th will win the match. Oh, and he crosses over. So just the same way that Kevin Harity threw a strike on his last shot on lane 6, Steve Hawes gets that strike. Steve Hawes now with a spare will shoot 216. Their combined score 436 will shut out the team of Moran and Harity. A strike here or any combination of 10 on his next 2 shots will win the match. And that will do it. The team of Steve Hawes and Joe Purdom has shot at least 436. Steve has one fill shot yet. Here we go. 226 for Steve Hawes, partner Joe Purdom, 220. They will defeat the team of Frank Moran and Kevin Harity with the score of 421. So our champions, once again, our top seed, Joe Purdom and Steve Hawes, defeating the number 4 seed, Frank Moran and Kevin Harity, by the score of 446 to 421. Still a great effort by Moran and Harity as they won their previous 3 matches, as we see tournament director and founder Jonathan Bauer presenting the winner's check to Joe Purdom and Steve Hawes. Come on.
Yes, you do. The man. Do we need a microphone?
We're being joined by Joe Purdom.
You don't want to talk to me. All right, whatever.
Well, first off, congratulations, Joe. Great
Thank you.
tour.
You
Average,
can't hear me without me focus on it, right?
right? 263 average during qualifying. You guys bowled great. You guys averaged 43 combined during qualifying.
Yep.
And then you start off the championship match. You go solid 9. Then you left a below 7 pin. Then you left a solid 10. Then you left a solid 8. So where were all those strikes that you had during qualifying?
I don't know. I mean, clearly it was the wrong ball in my hands. We tried throwing a couple different balls during the warm-up and stuff like that. Definitely clear I had the wrong ball in my hand after the 4th frame there. It's just a matter of trying to figure out what to throw that was the right ball. I mean, made a ball change and really looked good and just made a real bad shot to start.
Well, you came back. You threw a 5-bagger after opening in the 5th frame and finished with 220. So you guys were down early in the match with Steve opening up in the 1st frame, and then you had that open in the 5th. But you guys rebounded, kept chipping away at the lead. Came back and key shot there in the 10th frame, getting that 1st strike, which put you guys pretty much in the driver's seat at that point. And all Steve needed to do was get a strike and spare in the 10th, and you guys would have won the match. Your high series on record has only been 792. I thought you were going to beat that during qualifying. The way you were going.
Definitely had a shot at it there for a little bit. I was definitely thinking about it. Probably shouldn't have been, but definitely popped into my head there for a while. I was thinking there's a chance I might shoot 800 on this. That'd be kind of silly, but would have been fun.
It was great bowling. I know you did some PBA events as a guest. Had you bowled in the past? I don't know if you had very much success there, but this tournament here showed that you can be very, very competitive, compete with the best. Congratulations again. We'll bring Steve in for a couple closing comments. But
All right,
once
thank
again,
you.
great bowling,
Thank you.
Joe.
How you doing, Daryl?
Good, Steve. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I
Showed
appreciate
that that teamwork really played out. You helping Joe there figure out which ball to use. Started off struggling, not carrying there the first 4 frames, and then ball change, and he got going. So I mean, great teamwork. Great
No.
partner.
Yeah,
You
appreciate
guys,
that.
yeah.
Thank you. You know, I think he left the back row in those first
They
4
did.
frames. I'm not
Yes, he
sure.
did. Yep.
And we knew the other ball a little weaker. He could probably get it a little further to the right. And, you know, I said it's a feel thing for you right now. And I think you can strike with either ball, but you're not striking with that one. So if you feel it, be all in and go. And, you know, he went into beast mode again and carried me home over the finish line.
Well, you had no slouch. You averaged 235 during the qualifying, and then came back
you.
in nice 226 game. Got a little bit of a break there, the one shot. But that's what it takes. I mean, they did the same. Kevin carried almost a very similar hit.
Yeah, I was fighting the right lane, and I was not looking at the score, thinking I needed to fill at least 20. And I think I got a little protected there and got fortunate. So very happy about that, and followed up with another good shot to kind of seal the deal. So.
Well, you've been bowling real well. Also, congratulations on winning the Eliminator during the summer at ABC East.
Absolutely. Great tournament. I really appreciate you guys doing that. It's a fantastic tournament series.
What's on the horizon for you? Are you bowling in the singles event tomorrow at ABC East?
I'm going into vacation mode. We're going to the beach, so I'm going to be heading out of town here pretty soon. So I'm not, unfortunately, I should probably ask my wife if we could change our plans around a little bit, but take a good week and a half off, and then the next regionals beginning of October in Hornell, New York. Looking forward to that. Then you're with the Pure Pro Shot, with the Masters event. Definitely want to bowl that event. And then we got one in New York. There's another doubles coming up over under 50 a couple weeks after that. So a lot of exciting things. I can't wait.
Well, doubles is comprised of good teams. You guys certainly proved that today, averaging 247 in qualifying and 223 in the championship match. So that's what doubles is all about, teamwork, and congratulations once again. You guys
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
To be the best out there.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thanks, Heartland, bowling tournament series. Love it. Competitive bowling is back. It's alive. It's great. It's growing, and it's only bigger and better from here on out.
All right.
Thanks,
you,
guys.
Yep. And don't forget about the tournament, the Coca-Cola Scratch Open tomorrow at ABC East. Squads are 9 a.m. and 12:30. Bowling on the USBC blue pattern, followed by the October series, which combines the Heartland bowling tournaments with the Pureit Pro Shop as the host for that at ABC West. And those squads are Saturday at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. with also another qualifying squad Sundays at 9 and a Desperado squad at 12:30. That would be Saturday and Sunday, October 18th and 19th. For more information on that, you can just go to heartlandbowling.com, as well as view any past results or look up any of the past telecasts that you'd like to see. And with that, we will sign off. Again, top seed of Joe Purdom and Steve Hawes defeating Frank Moran and Kevin Harity in the championship match by the score of 446 to 420.
Thank you.
Have a good night.